Hi, I'm Mark Stroll and I'm here to tell you about the Baystar by Newmar. Today I'm going to go over a lot of different features with you. I think one of the most amazing things about this coach is that it's the highest end gas Class A that's in the market, period. And there's so many reasons for it. I'm going to start with the chassis itself. It is a heavy duty chassis. It's more of like a bus style chassis. Most manufacturers are on a small, like 19,000 pound chassis. The Newmar Baystar is on a heavy duty platform, and that has 22.5-inch tires. A lot of gas Class A's have 19.5-inch tires or 19-inch tires, and they're much smaller. And these are also Michelin's. Another great thing about these tires is that it has aluminum wheels. Great thing about aluminum wheels, Jeremy, is that they're lighter weight. The steel wheels are just a couple of 100 pounds heavier, and when it comes to carrying capacity, you'll pick that up by going with something with aluminum rims. So Michelin tires are 22.5-inch tires and aluminum rims, which is a really, really big benefit. And it also looks really sharp. So again, very few gas Class A's are going to have that heavier duty chassis. The Baystar does. I think that there isn't a higher end gas Class A than the Baystar or any of the Baystar lines. It's for so many reasons. I think overall the quality of the company Newmar is not something that other manufacturers have. I don't think there's another company that's more focused on taking care of the customer than Newmar. They've been in business since 1968. They're family owned, and they just have, in terms of service, there are so many benefits to the customer. I'll go over a little bit more of that in the future. Second I want to talk about is just the overall construction. The sidewalls, Jeremy, are 16 inches on center. A lot of manufacturers, this is where they kind of cheapen them up or skimp out because you can't really see behind the walls, but not with Newmar. A lot of the construction features of this Baystar are the same all the way up to their $1 million coaches. The sidewall is actually 2.5 inches thick. You wouldn't believe this, but some manufacturers are 1-inch thick sidewall or 1.5-inch thick sidewalls or 2-inch. But this is a 2.5-inch thick sidewall. It's better for road noise, it's better for insulation, it's better for overall comfort of driving. The Baystar is more of a keeper type of RV. It's something that you'll end up keeping for years and years and years. Not something that people generally trade in. Nearly impossible to find a Baystar or a Newmar that's pre-owned because people just don't trade them. Almost like a collector's item, kind of. So 2.5-inch thick wall, amazing feature. Do some comparisons out there. Very few people do that, and that has so many benefits. Next, I want to talk about the 4-inch thick floor. Most diesel manufacturers do not have a 4-inch thick floor. So if you kind of get a picture of the overall construction here, Jeremy, it's 16 inches on center, and it's a 4-inch thick floor. I don't know of anybody else that goes that far in terms of just putting together a durable coach. The last thing I want to mention in terms of construction is the fact that it has a 6.5-inch thick roof. That's amazing. In fact, it's actually the same roof that they use for their $900,000 diesel Class A's, and that's in their gas Baystar. So amazing. Another construction feature I wanted to mention, which is just there isn't a single gas Class A out there that has this feature. And if it's me and I'm picking out a gas Class A to buy, I'm buying the Baystar. And this is one of the main reasons why I would do so. The Slideouts are flush slides. I had mentioned this before in a previous video, but it's the same thing here. Newmar was the first manufacturer to develop a slide out. Can you imagine that? The first company to ever build a slide out was Newmar, almost 30 years ago. So that same slide mechanism that's custom to Newmar is in this Baystar. A lot of manufacturers have troubles with their slide outs. Newmar was the first manufacturer to actually build a slide out. They have their own custom slide mechanisms. Those slide rooms go in on a really, really heavy duty gear. Again, flush slide rooms. This coach, looking at it going down the road, looks like $1 million. In fact, it looks exactly like their $1 million coaches. The slides go in flush. It's not that picture frame look that a lot of manufacturers have. This is something that only 1 or 2 diesel manufacturers have. But they do it in their gas Class A's. Absolutely tremendous feature. I would go for, part of it is, when buying a gas Class A, you'd want to go for, construction and durability and all that stuff, but looks is important too. That looks amazing. And while we're out here too, I wanted to kind of point out the paint on this. It's a BASF paint, and it's painted right in the Newmar plant. I don't know of any other manufacturers that actually paint them right in-house. So in terms of quality control when it comes to paint, Newmar is going to be top of the line. And it has 3 or 4 coats of clear coat, Jeremy, so it almost has that wet appearance. It looks like it's just got done being painted. In my opinion, highest end gas Class A's are built by Newmar, and the Baystar is a great example of that. Down below, Jeremy, the baggage doors are a slam lock baggage doors, so they are really easy to open and really easy to close. A lot of them have more of a travel trailer style baggage doors, not the Baystar. The back of the coach has just got some amazing features also, and I wanted to take a minute to point them out. As you can see, it has the frameless or flush mount windows. It's just a really good high-end, neat feature. It just gives that exterior look, just a really sharp, amazing look. It also has a full cap on the back of it. So the same type of cap you'd see on a lot of their diesels, you're going to see on the Baystar also. Which I wanted to mention something. What's interesting about the Baystar, Jeremy, is that it's higher end than most entry-level diesels out there. So that's the type of customer that a Baystar customer is. It's amazing how well put together this is and the quality of that company. People they really appreciate that. If you're going to buy a gas Class A, it's important to buy quality. That way you won't have to find yourself trading in the near future. These are keepers. These are units that people just don't trade in. And if you buy a Newmar, it's almost impossible not to be tremendously happy with it. The inside actually just has just as many features as the outside does. They actually forest their wood or their lumber within a 50 or 60 mile radius of the plant. They hand make their own cabinets, which I think is an amazing feature. Very few manufacturers are doing that. A lot of manufacturers will outsource for their cabinets and they end up just not fitting as good. But if you take a look at the cabinets here with Newmar, there's no T-molding as they call it. It fits real flush to the ceiling. It's real hardwood. It's stained at the plant. It fits. They close and open nicely. An amazing feature with Newmar. So in terms of cabinetry and woodworking, the Newmar absolutely is by far way ahead of other manufacturers of gas Class A motorhomes. So the Baystar is not the least expensive gas Class A, but if you want something that you could keep for a long time and be very proud of, it's that Newmar name and that Newmar company. A couple of things on the inside I wanted to show you. This is that full wall slide floor plan. So Newmar does a tremendous amount of floor plans, but here it gives you a lot of space and a tremendous amount of space in that bedroom. Here, this floor plan that offers a pantry too, so you can actually get quite a bit more storage if you wanted to. And of course, the double door refrigerator is an option also. With this, you get the pantry. A couple of things I wanted to mention in terms of furniture. All of the furniture in the Baystar is flex steel furniture, so it's really good quality furniture, and it's just generally not stuff that you would see in a gas Class A motorhome. I appreciate you spending the time today with me reviewing the Baystar by Newmar. If you're in the market for a gas Class A coach, this is the Baystar is an amazing choice. It has so many features. I look forward to seeing you at one of our stores, and happy trails.